Here's what she has learned from her experiences.
I think it's just really important to keep an open mind when you're tuned into social media and these Facebook groups, watching YouTube creators. I think sticking to the facts about what law enforcement has released, what we know to be factual information, is very important, and encouraging people to continue to share out the flyers and the factual information, and asking people, hey, if you see something, say something.
A soldier's heart beats in every chest. For every runaway, they'll never rest. Dutchess of the stolen, the missing, the gone. Fighting for the voice who can't carry on. No matter the cost, no matter the fight, she brings the lost ones back to the light. To the light. To the light. Awareness is the battle cry we sing. For every child, every soul, every wing. We won't back down, we won't forget. The lost are found when hope is met. Dutchess of the stolen, the missing, the gone. The missing, gone. Fighting for the voices who can't carry on. Carry on. No matter the cost, no matter the fight. She brings the lost ones back to the light. To the light. To the light. The battle cry we sing. For every child, every soul, every wing. We won't back down, we won't forget. The lost are found when hope is met.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Happy Monday. My name is Dutchess, and this is the Dutch for Missing podcast, where we talk about true crime, we share missing flyers, and talk about missing cases. So thanks for joining me tonight at 7 p.m. You might be catching this on the replay. Don't forget to hit the like button or hit the dislike button, whichever you prefer. But do share this out so that more people will see what's happening in the Carolinas. I'm coming to you live from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It is June the 2nd. Can you guys believe we're already in June? Where does the time go? I can't even grasp it. The winter just slowly goes by, but the summer flies. It just flies on by. Yesterday was the first day of hurricane season, and if you guys want to see my post, you can go to my community wall, because we have to stay vigilant on the Gulf and on the East Coast out here. And I have a strong feeling that this season is going to be wild, wild, wild. I don't know, these solar flares out here, I'm telling you, people are crazy. So many people are going missing. I can't even tell you. I've spent most of my day trying to just get these flyers together. And as soon as I get one made, 5 more people go missing. It's pretty crazy. So we are going to try something new here. I see we've got a new thing here. Hang on, let me get my phone turned down because I want to go over here on my phone. StreamYard has this new feature where you can show your comments on, if you guys will look at the bottom right hand part of the screen, it actually has a thing where you can show your comments on stage. I think that's pretty cool. Yes, Michelle, the sun is definitely attacking us. What is going on? It's been crazy. It's been crazy. So I know there's a lot of people live talking about a variety of things. But I do appreciate y'all coming over to hear about some missing cases, and we're going to talk about lots of things. We have had mass shootings in North Carolina, just a couple miles from my house. We had multiple shootings around my area for Memorial Day weekend, and there was an arrest. So we're going to be going over all that. We're going to look at some flyers that I've made, some flyers that just focusing in on the Carolinas and things that are going on, because there is a lot happening in my two states. My family's from North Carolina. I'm from South Carolina. This is the area that I know the best and that I'm the most passionate about, just like Chico covers her area in Memphis and in Tennessee. So I appreciate you guys joining me, because we have a lot to talk about. So I just want to go over here to the chat and say hey to everybody. Michelle, thank you so much for being here. I hope that you're doing good. Hey, Arctic Fox, hope all is well. I really enjoyed the Crystal's live stream. That was wild, y'all. Crystal set the YouTube Survivor house on fire, y'all. We like to burnt to the ground. You can't make this up. It's crazy. Hey, Doodlebug, I hope you're doing good. Thank you for being here. I hadn't seen Mind the Monsters around. I hope she's doing good. I sure do miss her. You love the intro? I'm so glad that you like it. I wrote me another AI song. So I thought it turned out pretty good. But I still like my FAFO song, so we're definitely going to still use that. Hello, Chico Chronicles. Thank you for being here, darling. I hope you're having a great day. Hey, Zena with fire, smudges, and prayers always for all. Thank you, Zena. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Hello, Cash. It's good to see you. I just wanted to say I appreciate you saying what you did to me in Queen's chat the other night. That means a lot to me. I hope you're well. Hey, to Jennifer. I hope you're doing good. Thanks for being here. You just moved to North Carolina? Well, welcome to the Carolinas. I'm on the border of North and South Carolina. I hope you're enjoying it. It's really humid and hot, and we got skeeters the size of French chickens standing on their hind legs. So be careful out there. Hello, the untrue gaming warlord. Hey, guys, it's Ruth. Well, Ruth, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Appreciate you being here. Hope all is well on this crazy Monday. I don't hope everybody had a good weekend. It's been Cash, and I appreciate that. That really means a lot to me, and it meant a lot to my husband. So he's working late. He'll be here very soon, but that does mean a lot to me. I'm kind of weird about things like that, so I appreciate that, and that means the world to me. Vibrator, thank you so much for being a member for 7 months. Hello, darling. I hope you're doing good. Appreciate you being here. So I made this little song. If you guys did not see the live stream that I had on Thursday, it's on members only. So if you're a member, you'll be able to go back and watch it. But I did take one of my AI songs because I had a lot of people tell me they really loved it. So I made this short clip for my members. And so I'm going to play it for you guys now before we get started, because I had a lot of people that told me they really liked my song. And I thought, this is just kind of how we roll over here. This stream is for 18 plus only. This is not for kids. I don't do any of my live streams for kids, because the things that we talk about here on this channel are very triggering. We're talking about not just other missing adults, but we're talking about missing kids. We're talking about corruption. We're talking about situations that involve crimes against children. And yeah, sometimes Dutchie has foul language, because I get emotional. I get irritated with things that are going on in these cases. And if you know, you know. Anybody that's been here with me knows that I try to remain calm, but sometimes we just have to get out what we have to say. So I do have this little video that I put together for the members to thank you guys for being a part of the channel. And I thought it would just be a way to kind of, just welcome everybody in. So I'm going to play that little video and then we're just going to get started. We're going to talk about all the things. So don't forget to hit the like or the dislike. You can subscribe. You can unsubscribe. You can do whatever makes you happy. But at the end of the day, it's going to help this channel get this information out. And that's what really matters. Because no matter what else is going on YouTube, we have a mission here and we're going to stick to it. And that's what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to play this little video while I get a couple of things pulled up and we're going to jump right into it.
The team is crossed stepping out tonight. Shadows stretch long on the neon light. Laughs they go loud while the music's tight. We're kings of the streets, stars burning bright. Crowns on string, yeah, we own this game. You know the vibe, nothing's ever the same. If you bring the heat, we'll shut it down. Fuck around and find out who runs this town. Crowns on string, yeah, we own this game. You know the vibe, nothing's ever the same. If you bring the heat, we'll shut it down. Fuck around and find out who runs this town. Hit pavement like a baseline thump. Confidence high, we don't need no pump. Eyes on us as the rhythm jumps. Every step we take makes the city pump. No chaos here, just electric sway. But don't cross the line, we don't play. This is our court, this is our way. You want the truth, we'll make you pay. Crowns on straight, yeah, we own this game. You know the vibe, nothing's ever the same. If you bring the heat, we'll shut it down. Fuck around and find out who runs this town. Crowns on straight, yeah, we own this game. You know the vibe, nothing's ever the same. If you bring the heat, we'll shut it down. Fuck around and find out who runs this town. We're not about war, but we're built for the fight. Respect's the code under the city light. We don't chase trouble, we live for the hype. But we'll set things straight before the night ignites. Straight, yeah, we own this game. You know the vibe, nothing's ever the same. If you bring the heat, we'll shut it down. Fuck around and find out who runs this town. Shoes hit pavement like a baseline thump. Confidence high, we don't need no pump. Eyes on us as the rhythm jumps. Every step we take makes the city pump. No chaos here, just electric sway. But don't cross the line, we don't play. This is our court, this is our way. You want the truth, we'll make you pay. No chaos here, just electric sway. But don't cross the line, we don't play. This is our court, this is our way. You want the truth, we'll make you pay. We're not about war, but we're built for the fight. Respect's the code under the city light. We don't chase trouble, we live for the hype. But we'll set things straight before the night ignites.
I think I'm gonna explode any minute if anymore.
But we're built for the fight. Respect's the code under the city light. We don't chase trouble, we live for the hype. But we'll set things straight before the night ignites.
And there's Harley looking for me at the end. Because when I'm gone for 5 minutes, she can't stand it. So I put that together. I thought it was appropriate. Oh, you heard me say your name? Now she's coming over because she wants to be involved. She wants to be involved in everything. Oh my gosh. Thank y'all so much for being here. So let's get started. I wanted to first let you guys know. Let me get over here so I can share my screen. We do have a arrest in the Little River boat shooting. And there was a man that I've been watching on TikTok that was basically telling what was happening. And so I want to kind of play some of these news clips. So before we get started, I'm going to play my fair use copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All right, let's go. So let me get back over here. This video was from 4 days ago. So I want to go to this one first, I think, because let's just set the scene. Anybody who watched my live stream, which is still up, that was after the fact. But I do want to kind of just set the scene for what was going on, because it was wild, 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 wild. And this was just, it was less than 2 miles up the road from me. And it was, you can't make this stuff up. So let's hear what ABC 15 News had to say about this victim that recounts this night right here. Let's see.
Tonight, an ABC 15 News exclusive, we are hearing for the first time from one of the victims of Sunday night's mass shooting on a private charter boat in Little River. 10 people were shot, 3 of them still in the hospital tonight. ABC 15's Gianna Forbes joins us from Little River. So, Gianna, what a frightening turn of events it had to be for this man.
Yeah, Jen, Jeremy Evans says everything was going perfect Sunday night, and it was within a matter of 10 minutes that everything just came crashing down.
I've never been around a situation like that where it's just so many of my people laid out, literally pouring blood around me.
A ticket to ride on a party boat in Little River Sunday night, almost costing Jeremy Evans his life. The Memorial Day weekend shooting happening on that docked boat holding 124 people, Evans, one of them.
It was an altercation that basically happened on the boat, I guess, with somebody bumping into somebody of that nature, some of that nature. And the situation was not that major, but it literally sparked this whole thing.
Horry County Police sharing that the altercation led to the shooting, sending Evans and 9 others to the hospital.
Like, my foot was gushing blood because the bullet ended up hitting one of my main arteries. So literally it was like spewing blood out. Like, I've never seen nothing like that with my own body.
A scene Evans says he could have never imagined, and it's one that replays in his head at night as he sits in his hospital bed.
I'm literally sitting in this hospital room, and every time my door opens, I'm jumping out the bed because it's like I just keep remembering, like, just seeing my friends laying there and not knowing, like, if we were going to make it.
How fast a day can change in life is something he's still trying to grasp.
Like, I never would have thought I would have been a victim of a mass shooting. Like, that stuff you see on TV.
Evans continues to recover from surgery to remove a bullet lodged in his ankle, and he continues to question just how much police are doing to catch the suspect.
To say it's not a threat to the community is a big reach.
Evans says anyone who can shoot 10 people can still be a threat. His hope now is the same for everyone involved.
I'm just praying that law enforcement continues to figure out what's going on and bring everything to light and go ahead and make the proper moves for us to receive justice in this situation.
Now, the thing about that is,
ABC 15's Gianna Forbes got to speak with the victim today after he found out.
in case you didn't know, when this all took place, a lot of people were saying there was not a mass casualty situation. There was not even a shooting. There was a lot of different stuff going around on social media that this was not the case. However, that is not true. There was an actual shooting, and the suspect has actually been arrested, y'all. Shawan Shamarian Williams, age 19, was arrested by the Naval Criminal Investigative Services. You know, that's NCIS. And he was arrested in Illinois. And so I want you guys to watch this little clip from CBS Chicago about that. So I'm going to share my screen right now. Of all the things that I thought I would see, I never really thought it was going to be somebody that was in the Navy. that's wild to me.
Another breaking news update. The suspect in a mass shooting over Memorial Day weekend in South Carolina has been arrested in Illinois.
Authorities tracked the suspect to Lake County. Our Charlie DeMar is here with what he's learned about the 19-year-old's ties to the area. Charlie.
And Joe and Erica, the 19-year-old wanted on attempted murder charges in South Carolina was arrested by the Naval Criminal Investigative Service, or NCIS, and booked into the Lake County Jail. The Navy sailor is assigned to the Naval Station Great Lakes. The Naval Station Great Lakes in North Chicago, the Navy's largest training installation, is where 19-year-old Shawan Shamarian Williams was arrested Thursday afternoon on a warrant for assault and attempted murder in South Carolina. Cell phone video shows the chaotic shooting scene from Memorial Day weekend. 10 people were shot as they got off a...
Did y'all see that? Cash, thank you so much for your support and for becoming a member. Thank you for the $9.99. Cash says, I will replay. I'm off to listen to music. Thank you for all you do. I appreciate that, Cash. I hope you have a good evening. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see the pew pew situation? Y'all, 124 people on this boat. That boat was way overloaded. That boat, when I saw some of the video of this going around on Facebook, which we're going to take a look at this video of the boat. I'm going to pull it up on Facebook. That was crazy. That was, and listen, this is scary, y'all. I mean, this is happening in my town. You just never know when you're going to be in a situation like this. This is why I don't go out to a lot of outdoor concerts anymore, or go to the mall, or, you know, like this weekend, we have the Carolina Country Music Festival and Jelly Roll is going to be here. But you won't catch me there because I'm always worried that something is going to pop off and I don't want to be caught in the middle of it, you know, and I understand, Cash, completely. So we're going to replay this.
Cell phone video shows the chaotic shooting scene from Memorial Day weekend. 10 people were shot as they got off a boat in Little River, a community near the North Carolina border.
We got shot coming off the boat. We were on the pier.
Jeremy Evans was shot in his leg. He posted this video of his recovery and responded to Thursday's arrest by saying, "Justice for us all."
When I got hit, I took my shorts off and I wrapped it around my wound. We were involved in a mass shooting. 10 of us got sprayed on this deck.
Police say a private charter boat had just docked when an argument led to the shooting.
He started shooting and running backwards.
Back in Lake County, Williams was taken into custody by the Naval Criminal Investigative Service, or NCIS. The Navy says the 19-year-old was a hull maintenance technician seaman assigned to Navy Medicine Readiness and Training Command, Great Lakes. Police in South Carolina say Williams is expected to be charged with multiple counts of attempted murder and possession of a weapon during a violent crime, and more arrests are possible. And Williams was booked into the Lake County Jail on a fugitive of justice charge. He will appear in court Friday morning, where the extradition process is expected to begin. Live in
That's crazy, y'all. That is just insane. You just never know. You just never know. And that's why it's important to just be, I'm hyper vigilant when I go out. I'm watching everybody and everything because of situations just like this. Hey, Rubber Ramada, it's good to see you. Thank you for being here. So I wanted to give you guys that update. You just never know. So let me go over here and see if I can pull something up. Okay, so I want to take you guys over here because I want you to see this boat situation. I live on the waterway. And this is just a couple miles north up the waterway, which I know Michelle and Allie, when they came to visit me, we went right by where this all took place. This is where crab catchers, Hurricane Jules, which Danny Jewell, that I took the phone call with Tyler Doyle. His family owns a restaurant there called Hurricane Jules. And this is the exact area where the casino boat is. This is where this shooting took place, right up from my house. I know you know where it is, Michelle. I think we were safer walking to the jetty. What do you think, Michelle? We're safer walking out there with the old men in their banana hammocks hanging out there at the jetty than we are in some of these situations. If you know, you know, Michelle, right? You cannot make this up. It's wild. It's just absolutely wild. I have to laugh to keep from just fretting at this point because it just seems like it's crazy, but it's for real, you know? Jared, I hope you have the day you deserve, honey. Is that you, rapper? You need some attention, honey. Well, you're not going to get it here. You feel what I'm putting down? You know what, Jared? I got a little something for you, baby. I got a little something for you. Hang on just a second. Rapper needs my attention. He does. We'll give him just 5 minutes. He needs just 5 minutes. Do you pick up what I'm putting down? Do you pick up what I'm laying down, Jared? Okay. If you know, you know. Hey, Lise, it's good to see you. Hey, Dragon. Yes, Rubber Ramada, we have these men that are over the age of 60, and they basically go out there and sunbathe in the nude. And when we're walking out there, they're wearing their banana hammocks, and they're walking around out there. It's the craziest. It's scary. It's scary. All right, Jared, we're sending you off. So bye-bye now, and I hope you have the day you deserve. All righty. Now, back to what we're talking about. Let's get over here and watch this. The parents of the little boy was found, Lise. That is one of the updates that I have. And there is an investigation going on, and it does not say that the child has been returned to his parents. The parents were located, but an investigation is taking place. I know he was such a cute little boy too. That really frightened me. The parents were located, but there is an investigation that is ongoing right now. Yes. So let's take a look at this party boat situation here. I want to take it back to the very beginning here. Check this out. Do y'all see how many people's on that boat? That boat is way, way, way overcrowded. That's going on right there. Y'all, look how many people are on the top of this boat right here. That scares me. Oh, it's not good. It's not a good situation. And that's where it all started. That's where it all started. And you can also see this map right here. Here's the Intercoastal Waterway. My house is back up this way, but right down here, the Big M Casino docks right here. You've got crab catchers and a lot of restaurants. This is a very popular area. You've got the Dolphin Cruise and Watson Avenue right here where the Hurricane Fishing Fleet is. The main road up here, Highway 17, runs parallel with Besant and Watson. Right up here where you see Hurricane Fishing Fleet typed in, that street runs parallel. Highway 17 runs all the way through Myrtle Beach, all the way up into North Carolina to all the coastal towns. So this is exactly where it was. It was less than 2 miles from my house. And of course, there was another shooting, about a quarter of a mile from my house. My husband actually heard those shots, but that was an officer who shot himself. There was a huge fight out at Harbor Gate Marina, which is just at the very end of my street to the left where the swing bridge is. And apparently they had all of the roads blocked off. There was about 20 cops from North Myrtle Beach out there. But an officer drew his weapon and he shot himself in the leg. And that's what happened on that one. Hey, Sunday Doodles. So good to see you. I hope you're doing good. Wild times, y'all. Wild times. And of course, the North Carolina beat. They were blaming it originally, saying that there was a white kid that shot these people down in Little River, but it turns out it wasn't. No, it was a naval officer, 19-year-old Shawan Williams out of Chicago, Illinois, that was responsible. So, and look, here is another 20-year-old victim in a Conway shooting. That was 46 minutes ago. And that's only 20 minutes from my house. So when I was just scrolling Facebook, this popped up. See, and these people are calling for people to arrest Tyler Collins, the real criminal. But see, it turns out that it wasn't him. It was actually Sean. In this particular case here. So it's a sad situation, unfortunately. Let me see if we've got anything else on here. A lot of action going on. Oh, my heavens. No. Y'all see this right here? An alligator found in a hotel pool. No, ma'am. No, sir. Lise, these were two separate incidents that happened an hour apart from my house. One was on the left-hand side of my house, and the other incident where a fight broke out and the police officer injured himself was a whole different incident that was separate from that boat incident where 11 people were fired out and 4 people went to the hospital, Lise. Yeah. There was actually 6 gunfire involved incidents within 4 days on Memorial Day weekend down here. Hey, Sublime. There have not been any updates on Tyler's case, but we are going to be going back over Tyler's case very soon. I'm going to have Shay and hopefully his dad, Brian, will join us. And we're going to just recap some things about Tyler's case. Hopefully, Shay and I will be going back out to talk to SLED here soon, and we'll be having some updates from them. It's been 19 months, and we have not heard anything since they took over the case. Hey, Taylor. It's good to see you. Hey, Chris. Hope you're having a good evening. Yeah, we're not going to be doing any alligators in the hotel pools. That happens more often than you think. So I was going to see if there was any other details. I know there was a shooting at Ocean Boulevard Hotel this weekend, which that's right here. I knew that happened this weekend. Yeah, this guy argued in a motel stairwell. That happened this weekend. And he was arrested. I'm telling you, when it's tourist season down here, it is constant. It is constant. And that's why we have to stay hyper vigilant down here. So, incredibly scary. Incredibly scary. Let's see here. I want to see if they had any more updates. Yeah, I did see about the pet zebra on the loose. There is so much going on down here right now. It is incredibly crazy. Yeah, and here again is the gentleman that was arrested right here. And the NCIS has arrested him. Out of Chicago, Illinois. He's a 19-year-old with the Navy. He's a seaman assigned to the Great Lakes area. According to Commander Jessica McNulty, a spokesperson for the U.S. Navy Bureau of Medicine and Surgery. And McNulty said that the Naval Criminal Investigative Service arrested him on Thursday, and from there, authorities in Lake County, Illinois, took him into custody. So I will keep you guys posted. This is Shawan Shamarian Williams out of the Lake County Sheriff's Office. Doodlebug, we're wilding out down here in South Carolina as per usual. Yeah, Lise, and our kids are still in school down here. Our kids are not out of school yet. I don't think they get out until next week. It's different for different areas of the state as well as in North Carolina. I think a lot of the North Carolina schools are in school till June the 4th. And down here, I think they're in school. I think my neighbor told me they get out on the 11th or 12th next week. So we still have kids in school down here. Hello, XX Country. So good to see you, hon. Yeah, the craziness. Incredibly, incredibly scary times. So I did want to give you guys the update that they did make an arrest in one of those. And of course, the other shooting incident that took place on the other side of me at Harbor Gate Marina was actually I'm going to see if I can find that information. Let me go over here to North Myrtle Beach. I have a couple friends that work with the North Myrtle Beach Police Department that helped me out with Tyler Doyle's vigil. And they're really great guys. So this is an update that we have here. So let me share my screen again, and I'm going to show you guys this update from the North Myrtle Beach, because listen, I'm in Little River, but the swing bridge, the intercoastal waterway actually separates Little River from North Myrtle Beach. That's how close. Like I could literally spit on North Myrtle Beach from my house. So I'm in Little River, I'm in the county, but as soon as you cross that waterway, you are in the city of North Myrtle Beach. So this is the update on May the 25th. The area surrounding Harbor Gate Marina, Little River Neck Road, and Sea Mountain Highway is now clear. We thank you for your cooperation. And the statement was, this evening, while responding to an unrelated call for service in the Little River area, meaning not related to the mass incident that was happening on Watson Avenue on the other side of Little River, because that is not North Myrtle Beach's territory. That is for Horry County to handle. A North Myrtle Beach police officer experienced an accidental discharge of his service weapon, resulting in an injury to his leg. The officer was transported from the scene to the hospital, where the officer is in stable condition. No other individuals were injured, and there is no ongoing threat to public safety. This incident is under investigation, and they said they would give us updates if there was anything else, but I have not seen anything else at this time. I do have some pictures that I was sent by some friends of that incident that was just a half mile from my house. And these are some of those pictures. You can see there, they have this part of that's the overpass behind my house. This is going toward Archie's, Michelle, you know, the bike bar that's right across the waterway from my house. You can see all the cops blocking off the intersection down here. This is Sea Mountain Highway and Little River Neck Road right here. They've got this whole intersection blocked off because a huge fight broke out. There you go. The swing bridge is to the right where my arrow is. And this is a major intersection coming in from Little River into North Myrtle Beach. And this sign right here, this is the Harbor Gate Marina. There's a hotel and a big boat marina right here. And that's what all these cops were out there for, was to break up all of these fights. And apparently, it didn't go as planned. There's another shot from somebody else. This right here is the swing bridge. So you're looking at the traffic coming down. We got the police crime scene unit. Hey, puppy. Hey, baby. You looking at the pictures with me? Yeah. And here's another scene coming off the ramp. This goes right down to the swing bridge. I live just on the other side of the swing bridge on the waterway. Yeah, it was pretty, it was a pretty hectic weekend. Yeah, I know you're definitely aware where Archie's is. That's where David calls the drummer, or was it the drummer or the guitar player to fall and bust his nose? I don't think I'll ever forget that, Michelle. That was a whole incident in itself, wasn't it? Oh my goodness. Puppy, you want to say hey to the peoples, don't you? You want to say hey to them? Say hello, hello. Yes, puppy. All right. So that is the updates on the two situations that occurred. I told everybody that once I found out an update, I would let you guys, know what's going on. And I also wanted to, real quick, before we get into anything else, let me jump up here real quick. I wanted to let you guys know that I have added an extra shirt to the Bonfire store to support a 501c3. I had a couple people reach out to me to let me know they wanted to buy a shirt in a 4X or a 5X, and they weren't able to do that because these first three shirts right here are not available in more than, I think, a 2X in some of these. And I tried to go edit to see if I could add some other shirts that had larger sizes, and it would not allow me to edit that campaign and add other shirts to them. So I went ahead and created this fourth shirt right here with the Dutchess logo on it. And this does have shirts available up to 5X. So I wanted to let you know, if you are interested in supporting a 501c3, the Dutch Bus shirt and the Dutchess logo shirt both support National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. The Peace, Love, and True Crime shirt supports Texas EquiSearch, and the Everything is Fine, Stay True to You, Keep Calm. That shirt supports the Broken Link Foundation, which is a 501c3 for the missing here local to me out of Columbia, South Carolina. So if you are interested in supporting a 501c3, since I don't have 10K and I can't do a fundraiser, this is how we are supporting 501c3s that help to find missing people. So there is a shirt available with sizes up to 5X. And just so you guys know, this is just the shirt that is, there may be a shirt that pops up that you see, but that's not the only shirt that's available. There are sweatshirts, there are long sleeve shirts, there are baseball tees, there are tie-dye shirts. There is probably 5 to 8 different shirt selections for each design. So make sure when you click on that bonfire link that you look through the different varieties of shirts so you can find the one that you like the best. Because I did have somebody, I think it was Alpaca Maid, said, I don't think I can wear a tie-dye shirt because everybody will think that I'm a hippie. And I was like, well, there's nothing wrong with being a hippie. But if you go to the link, you will actually be able to see. And I'm going to see if I can, let me see if I can go over here and see if I can look this up. Let's see if I can. Well, if I can spell first of all. Okay, here we go. Let me get over here and share my screen real quick. And that way we can take a look at this. This is just a sample of the Dutch Bus shirt here. And you guys can see that there is different colors for the baseball tee. This shirt supports the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. This is the Comfort Colors unisex tee, and it comes in 5 different colors. Let's see, the first color is ivory. This is pepper, seafoam, watermelon, and butter. And then there is the soft style cotton tee. And there is sapphire, charcoal, jade dome, azalea, and natural. And then we have the classic tie-dye tee. And we have the black tie-dye, the unicorn tie-dye, the baby blue tie-dye, the eternity tie-dye, and the desert rose tie-dye. And then it also comes in a heavy pullover, and that comes in the gray heather, the gunmetal heather, dusty sage, dusty pink, and bone. So that's just an example. And this is actually up to 3X on that pullover. So, and this is what my bonfire store looks like right here. There is the brand new shirt, the Dutchess logo, and it comes in a Stanley Stella. And those sizes, I believe, are up to 5X. It says 5X is out of stock right now. But it has 5 different colors. in the logo shirt. And then it's got a pullover. And I think that goes up to 5XL. And then it's got a comfort color long sleeve shirt. And that goes up to 2XL. It's got an all-made Eco Tri-Blend color block. If you guys know anything about color block, it protects you from the sun. So we've got the hoodies, the Color Blast tees. That has a lot of different colors. Those are up to 3X. We got a tall classic that goes up to 3XL if you're a tall person. And then we got the Max Heavyweight tee, and that also goes up to 5XL on that one. But I'm working on getting some stuff updated to hopefully add some other, options in for you guys, because we want you guys to be able to support these 501c3s. And here we've got the Peace, Love, and True Crime. There's a bunch of different designs. You got the tie-dye, the unisex tee, the long sleeve, the crew neck shirt. There's a tank top available in this one. There's a baseball tee, the premium hoodie, a women's slim fit tee. And then we've got the Everything is Fine, Keep Calm. There's a long sleeve tee, a tie-dye, a baseball tee, which I have the baseball tee in the Dutch bus, and I have to say that thing is so comfortable. It's got the heavyweight pullover, and then the American Apparel Cotton Blend tee. And of course, there's the Dutch bus there. So if you guys want to support the channel and you want to also support a 501c3, I don't get any of the profits of this. All the profits are paid directly. In fact, when somebody purchases a shirt, I get an email within about an hour to let me know that money was automatically sent to the 501c3. So, yeah, that watermelon be popping with a good tan, XX Country. That's right. So I just wanted to let you guys know, because I have had 4 or 5 people email me asking, hey, can we get bigger sizes? Because I want to get a shirt and I like to have them, big. So I just wanted to let you guys know that they are now available. So I just wanted to get that out of the way also. Anybody have any questions before we move on to the next? I appreciate you saying that, Chris. Chris says, everyone here is cool, and I don't have a problem with what anyone is or does. Well, we appreciate that. Puppy just got back from inside. What she wants to do is she wants to come over and talk to y'all on the microphone because she's an attention hog. Chico understands what I'm saying because she has a couple of those kind of puppies at her house, and they have to be all about it. But she got a brand new stuffy today and some treats, so hopefully she's got her stuffy now, so she'll be satisfied for a little bit. All right, well, I've made some flyers today, so I do want to share some of those with you before we go on to any other further cases. You want me to let the puppy on the microphone? Don't tell her that, because she'll come over here and talk your ears off. Now, one of the first updates that I have is an update about Dr. Daniel Highhouse, and I was really sad to see that he was found deceased. The Aware Foundation put out this flyer for him while I was on vacation, and so I definitely shared this out. So very sad. I know that he had been missing since May the 20th, and he was found deceased near the Chestnut Ridge Heritage Preserve. Authorities did confirm that tragic discovery right around the Memorial Day weekend, and that he was missing out of Spartanburg County. So we want to send up our thoughts and prayers for Daniel's family, because I know that had to be very difficult. I know I did see an update from his family that said they cannot thank everyone enough for their continued prayers and support, and all of the volunteers who helped us along the way. I believe this was from his sister, Ashley. It's just so very sad. And I did see his obituary stating that he did pass on May the 28th. He was born in Pennsylvania, and he attended the University of Pennsylvania, where he received his Doctor of Pharmacy, and he was employed as a pharmacist at CVS, and that's why he's considered Dr. Daniel Highhouse. He was actually a pharmacist. I agree, Arctic. They had suspended a couple of searches for some people because of the rain, so. Rubber Amata. Yeah, your meathead looks just like Harley. They could be brother and sister. They look just alike, Rubber Amata. And then we have Hunter K. Black, who is missing out of Anderson County, South Carolina. And I want to get over here so I can read you all of the information on this flyer. This post was posted yesterday from the Anderson County Sheriff's Office. Hunter K. Black is considered a runaway, and deputies are searching for the 12-year-old. He was last seen in the area of Highway 29 North this morning, which was yesterday on June the 1st. He is 5 feet tall, around 100 pounds. He has sandy blonde hair and hazel eyes, and the photo on the right was taken the morning that he left from the home Ring camera, and his family feels like he should still be in the same clothing. If you have any information regarding Hunter's whereabouts, please contact the Anderson County Sheriff's Office at 864-260-4400, and the case number is on his flyer, which is 2025-06968. You can use the p3tips.com app if you want to remain anonymous. And Hunter has not been found as of this evening. So I wanted to make sure that we went ahead and shared that out. Getting their faces out there is, what we do over here. While people are busy doing whatever they're doing on their live streams, we're just going to keep pushing these faces out, the cases that nobody is talking about. There are so many people that are missing right now. When I woke up this morning, I couldn't believe the people that were missing just in the state of North and South Carolina alone. I spent all day in between doing my regular errands and making phone calls, just trying to get these flyers out. We also have another case. This flyer was actually put out by the Aware Foundation. So we want to give a big shout out to them. You can find their link in the description of my video. And this is Kyle Poppity. And he is missing from South Carolina. Well, it says missing from South Carolina. It's Chapin County. The Chapin Police Department is actively seeking information regarding the whereabouts of Kyle Michael Poppity. He is a 23-year-old male. He was last seen on Saturday, May the 31st of 2025. After completing his delivery route at the United States Post Office located at 1249 Chapin Road, he failed to return home and he has not been in contact with his family. His personal vehicle is a light blue 2011 Honda CRV bearing South Carolina tag XBI 527, and that is also missing. And the Honda CRV is similar to the one that's pictured on this flyer by the Aware Foundation. He was last seen wearing a black or gray t-shirt, khaki pants, a black hat, and black framed glasses. Kyle's phone last pinged in Winnsboro, South Carolina on June the 1st, which was yesterday. Again, he is 23 years old. He is a white male, 6 feet tall, 150 pounds, dark brown hair, blue eyes. He may be wearing black framed glasses. If you have any information on Kyle's whereabouts, or if you spot this vehicle that belongs to him, please contact Officer Ryan Smith with the Chapin Police Department at 803-986-2938, or you can notify your local law enforcement agency. So if you see this flyer, it's on my community wall as well as on my Facebook. Please do share this out. His family is very concerned about him. So very true, Arctic. I agree, Lise, because I have a lot of families that still haven't found their missing loved one and they don't have answers. And just listening to them talk about how, you know, even if it's not the outcome that they hoped for, at least they would have an answer. And it's the not knowing that is the worst part. You know, the very first case that I ever covered on my channel, Amber Ray Johnston, you know, her family finally were able to get the answers that they have been waiting for almost 4 years. And they were able to get a match to the DNA from the remains that were found in North Carolina. And Amber has now been transported home to Pennsylvania so that she can be buried beside of her grandparents. And I know that's not the outcome that her mother, Sharon Johnston, was looking for. But I know that she can try to now begin the grieving process and find some type of closure. But she still says there's still not answers as to exactly how Amber got out there in those woods with her clothes torn and her leg injured. How did Amber get out there? And she says she's going to make it her mission to find out what exactly happened, you know. So. Oh, you're welcome, XX Country. So if you see Kyle's flyer, please do share it out. The next flyer that I have is Thomas Matthews, and Thomas has actually been found safe as of this afternoon. So I wanted to give you guys that update. Thank goodness that Thomas Matthews has been found safe. He was also missing out of Anderson County, South Carolina. I also had someone reach out to me to share this case. They actually sent it to me in my email and asked me if I would please share this case for Nolan King Niddle out of Smithfield, North Carolina. Nolan suffers with depression, and people were very concerned that something was going on with him. And so I made this flyer, and then I had someone to reach back out to me to say, thank you so much for making this flyer. Nolan has actually been found safe, and he's been taken to the hospital for an evaluation to make sure that he is okay. And we are very, very thankful for that. So, Nolan, we are praying for you. I'm so glad that you've been found safe, and I hope that you can get the help that you certainly need, because there are a lot of people that are out here struggling right now. So I hope everything works out for you and that everything is okay. Absolutely, Chris. So thank goodness that Nolan was found safe. I was really concerned for him. Next, we have Carrie Van Arsdell. Carrie is from Indiana, and he's been missing in Georgetown, South Carolina since the 19th of May. Carrie went to the Reserve Marina in South Carolina. That's in Pawleys Island, South Carolina, which is about 35 to 40 minutes south of me. That's just south of Myrtle's Inlet. Very nice community down there. Apparently, Carrie was visiting down from Indiana to Pawleys Island, and he took out his 41-foot blue and white sailboat named Harmony. Unfortunately, that sailboat was found near Butler Island, and it was unmanned. It was dragging its anchor, and Carrie has not been seen since, which leads me to believe that something has happened. Maybe he was thrown overboard. So the investigation is still ongoing, and I had reached out to one of his family members, and I told them that I would also make a flyer. They are desperate to find their brother, their father, their husband. If you have any information about Carrie Van Arsdell, if you seen anything, if you're out in your boat and see something that looks suspicious, please reach out to Georgetown County Sheriff's Office. And if you are in Horry County and you see something, like, reach out to Horry County. But I would call Georgetown County Sheriff's Office. It's right on the border. Pawleys Island is just over the Horry County, Georgetown County line. So it's really difficult to say what may have happened to Carrie Van Arsdell. So, yeah, Chris, it's actually on my Facebook, and it's on my community wall as well. But we can get somebody to send that over to you, Chris. But if you're on my Facebook, you can certainly go save it from there. And if you would just please share it out, his family would be really, really grateful. And he's a former Marine also. That was something that they wanted me to know, was that Carrie is a former Marine, and they just feel like that's something, they're just not sure what happened. But it is very possible that he could have met with something, could have met with somebody, and something nefarious happened. But there is a really good chance that he could have been knocked off of his boat. We've had a couple people that's happened to here in Horry County, and their boat was found, but they haven't, and they've still not been recovered. So I appreciate that, Chris. Thank you, Arctic, for sending him that. And next we have Miley Chavis and Jekiah Moore. They are both missing out of Lumberton, Robeson County, North Carolina, which is just over the North Carolina border, about 60 miles from me. They are both missing Indigenous juveniles. On Sunday, June the 1st, Miley Chavis and Jekiah Moore, both of Lumberton, were reported missing to the Robeson County Sheriff's Office. Chavis and Moore were last seen on May 31st of 2025 at approximately 7:30 p.m. Miley is a missing teen. She is Native American female, age 16. She's 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighs 125 pounds. She has brown eyes and brown hair. And her infant, Jekiah Moore, is also Native American male. He is 3 months old, weighs 15 pounds. He is 2 feet tall, has blue eyes and brown hair. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Miley and Jekiah, please call the Robeson County Sheriff's Office at 910-671-3170. Lise, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. It's so good to see you. I hope everything's been going well, and I hope to see you next time that I'm live. Have a great week. Enjoy your summer. That means a lot. I appreciate it, Lise. Chico says, until we have a man that has disappeared in the Wolf River here in Memphis, he still hasn't been found, but I give Tennessee credit. They showed up 125 deep for him. That's wonderful. If he needs a flyer or anything, Chico, let me know. I'll be happy to make one. Yeah, Lumberton can be a scary place. Fayetteville and Lumberton has a lot of crime and a lot of missing people. It gets kind of crazy up in that area too, for sure, for sure. And remember, you can find these flyers on my YouTube community wall. You can share them from there. If you have a community wall, please share these out. It really means a lot when you share these out, because you're getting these flyers in front of people who may not subscribe to my channel and might not otherwise see them. And I see you, Rubber Ramada, and all the people that share my community post on YouTube. I really appreciate that. It really means a lot, because you're getting these flyers in front of people that might not otherwise see them. Now, next we have Bradley McIntosh. And Bradley is missing out of North Charleston, and that's Berkeley County, South Carolina. Bradley was last seen on May the 28th of 2025 on Medical Plaza Drive in North Charleston. Detectives are looking for the 40-year-old. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighs 130 pounds. He is considered a missing vulnerable adult. McIntosh was wearing a black hooded sweatshirt, a black hat, blue jeans, and Vans sneakers. I don't know why in the world he'd be wearing a black hooded sweatshirt, because it has been 80 to 90 degrees, and it's even more hot and humid in Charleston than it is here in Myrtle Beach. And Charleston is probably about, 2.5, 3 hours from Myrtle Beach. And I mean, he would be burning up. Now, if you have any information, or if you've seen Bradley McIntosh, police are looking for him because he is considered missing and vulnerable, and they're very concerned for him. Please reach out to North Charleston Police Department at 843-740-2860. I appreciate you doing that, Arctic. I've been making flyers so much, I hadn't even got a chance to make a little short video on any of these. I adore you too, Rubber Ramada. Now, my next flyer is Travis Wynn. And Travis was last seen on May the 28th of 2025 at his home on Old Caroline Road in Forest City, North Carolina, around 9:46 p.m. Wynn is a 15-year-old. He is a white male with long brown hair and blue eyes. He's 5 feet 4 inches tall, 150 pounds, and he was last seen wearing a beanie, red Harley-Davidson t-shirt, and baggy jeans. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Travis Wynn, you can contact Sergeant Leslie Mead at the Central Communications at 828-286-2911. And I had somebody tag me in this here for the missing. I saw her share this out, so I wanted to make sure. And I believe this is Rutherford County, North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken. See, I'm much better at doing the flyers here because I know where places are most of the time. So if you do happen to know anybody in this area, please let them know to share Travis Wynn's flyer because I know his family is concerned about him. Arctic says, it's been so hot here, I bought some Dolly Parton muffin mix and the muffins were baked by the time I got home. I have no doubt about that. I could probably throw an egg on the hood of my Infinity and it would fry right up with it just in a matter of seconds. I have no doubt about it. Okay, our next one is Helgi Davis. And I just saw this one right before I went live, so I went over here to share it. So let me grab up this information so I can read it out to you. This is a missing teen out of Chatham County, North Carolina. The Chatham County Sheriff's Office is actively searching for a missing student from Northwood High School in the area surrounding the school campus. Helgi Davis, 18 years old, was last seen around lunchtime today. He is described as 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighs about 185 pounds with brown hair and blue eyes. He wears glasses. Deputies and investigators from the Chatham County Sheriff's Office are currently on scene, including drone support as they work to locate him. The Pittsboro Police Department is also assisting. There is no threat to the school, students, staff, or to the public. Anyone who has seen Helgi Davis, who may have information about his whereabouts, is urged to contact investigator Ian Hesacker at 919-542-2911. And of course, you can also submit anonymous tips through the Chatham County Sheriff's Office mobile app, and that's listed here. And on the community wall post that I made, as well as on Facebook, I do have that link attached to that. So if you do see this flyer, please do share it out. I hope that he is okay. If you see this, please do make sure you get this shared out to the community where you are. All right. Moving right along, we've got a lot of cases to cover. This next case is out of South Carolina. This is a missing juvenile, Jackson Tyler Williams, missing out of Blacksburg, that is Cherokee County, South Carolina. The Blacksburg Police Department is seeking the public's assistance in locating 17-year-old Jackson Tyler Williams. Jackson is a biracial male. He is 17 years old. He's 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighs 122 pounds. He has brown eyes and black curly hair, and he sometimes wears his hair in a man bun. Jackson was last seen wearing black joggers, a white blazer, white Nike shoes with multicolored trim of red, white, blue, and yellow. He was last seen on Saturday, May the 24th of 2025, in the area of Lime Street in Blacksburg, South Carolina, as he was getting into a white sedan with an unknown driver. And that is the picture on the right side of this flyer. That white car is the last car he was seen getting into. His family states that he is in need of his daily medication and he's been without it. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Jackson Tyler Williams, you're asked to contact the Blacksburg Police Department at 864-800-8563, or you can dial 911. Now, you can also submit a tip through www.crimedesk.tips regarding Jackson Tyler Williams. And again, this is out of Cherokee County, South Carolina. You got your squeaky. Yep, I've heard about the rogue zebra in Tennessee. I sure enough have. We're going to have to start making missing flyers for all these kangaroos and zebras going missing too. All right, next we've got Bentley Garrow. Let me get up here to Bentley's case. Bentley is missing out of Simpsonville, South Carolina. And that's out of Greenville County, by the way, in case y'all didn't know. Bentley is 14 years old. He was last seen on June the 2nd of 2025 at 12 noon on Harper's Ferry Court in Simpsonville, South Carolina. He's got blonde hair and blue eyes. He's a white male, 5 feet 7 inches tall, around 143 pounds. He has a scar on the right side of his head underneath his hairline. Unknown clothing description, but he left home with bags on a one-wheeler. Now, this is what I wanted to ask. When I'm thinking that somebody leaves home on a one-wheeler, is that a unicycle? Can somebody let me know in the chat what a one-wheeler is? I mean, I'm asking for myself. Not even asking for a friend. I'm asking for me. Yes, that is today. Because that kind of caught me off guard. He left home with bags on a one-wheeler. I'm waiting for y'all to come in hot in the comments so I can wrap my mind around what's going on. What kind of vehicles are one-wheelers? Am I going to have to Google this? So that could be like one of those monowheels. You know, the ones with the wheel that you can put your feet on either side? It could be one of those, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about? It's like a pedal power or it's motorized. Because the only other thing I could think of was a unicycle. Yeah, it's like a balance with those boards. Yes, Rubber Ramada. That's what I was thinking. Because I'm like, surely this boy ain't got no unicycle. And then I was like, oh my gosh, it's the wheel thing that you balance on either side. So he packs his bags and just goes off on... That's wild, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. It's like a hoverboard, but with one wheel. So surely if y'all see Bentley Garrow on this one wheel, y'all gonna know it's him. There's a case number 05-25-00836. Please share this flyer out, and hopefully Bentley will be able to be found and brought home safe. He's only 14 years old. He don't need to be out there by himself, especially in Greenville County. That's the #1 trafficking place in South Carolina, is Greenville County, South Carolina. Hey, Christina, it's good to see you. Yeah, that's very dangerous. I mean, he could get hit by a car. And if he's going off-road, surely he can't ride that thing off-road, right? I mean, all the possibilities. I just had to ask. Okay, let me get down here to my next one. All right, next we have Jocelyn Hennessy. She is a missing runaway juvenile out of Onslow County, North Carolina. The Onslow County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's assistance in locating a runaway juvenile. Jocelyn is 16 years old. She was last seen wearing black shorts with white stripes and green shoes in the area of Indian Cave Drive. Anyone with information on the whereabouts of Jocelyn is asked to contact Detective Miller at 910-453-2018. Jocelyn is 16 years old. She's a white female. She's 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighs 150 pounds. And again, all of these are on my Facebook page. And I will share the ones that I have not already shared on my community wall. If you guys could share these out, I would appreciate it. All right, let's take a short sabbatical from some of these cases. I got a little something else I want to share with y'all too. Check this out. Yes, there was another mass shooting yesterday in Catawba County, North Kakalaki. This is up in the parts where my husband's family is from, Mooresville, North Carolina. I just can't even believe that things are just popping off. I have not seen this many shootings happening back to back. I don't know if it's the sun getting to people. I really just can't even wrap my head around all the things that are happening right now. But this house party must have been off the chain. But the Federal Bureau of Investigation is seeking information about the Catawba County mass shooting that occurred on June the 1st of 2025. So if you see this flyer, please do share it out. The FBI is offering a $15,000 reward for information leading to the identity, arrest, and successful prosecution of those involved in the mass shooting. The FBI Charlotte Field Office in Catawba County Sheriff's Office and the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation are investigating a mass shooting at a home on Walnut Acres Drive in Catawba County, North Carolina on June 1st of 2025. One person died and 11 others were injured. And some of those individuals were shot while others were hurt as they fled during the gunfire. The FBI has set up a digital tip line to collect videos and photos related to the shooting, which happened during a large house party. Investigators are aware of the videos that are circulating on social media related to the party and encourage people to upload them, and they give a website where you can upload these, and I did put that website on my YouTube community wall. And you can also call the Catawba County Sheriff's Office at 828-464-3112, And if anybody wants to share this website out, let me go over here and get this so that you guys, I'm going to drop it in the chat. This is the website for that. Hey, AP, good to see you. Hope you're doing good. This is crazy, y'all. I mean, what is going on? We're fixing to find out. Let's see what we can see over here. I want to hear these updates. Can I get a fair use in the chat?
So what happened last night, man?
Well, I really don't know. I was outside in the yard, and I just heard a lot of shots going off, and people running to the front. I heard a lot of people got shot. You know, I ain't never seen nothing like this. It was like a movie. But I'm just glad I'm alive, and I hope everyone else is all right. And my prayers go out to them and their families.
I'm sure it was probably the scariest thing you've ever seen.
Yes, sir. It was I've never been in nothing like this.
Were you able to escape pretty quickly, or?
Yes, sir. We had to stay here with the police, so it was safe when the police came, so we just did what they did and waited it out. And obviously they still got it closed off. I came back to try to get my phone, but I still have to wait because it's still a big, pretty crime. It's a pretty crazy. I never heard anything about it.
What kind of party, like, was it like some people were saying like a graduation or just a pool party? It was just a party?
It was like a little pool party. I don't know. Yeah, everybody was having a good time, then I don't know. It just, everything went left.
Do you know anybody who got hurt?
I know a couple people, but I'm not going to say their name.
Yeah, no, of course.
And I really hope they're all right, and I hope they make it.
I'm just glad that you're okay, and I hope that your friends and the people you know are too, man.
That's scary, y'all. I mean, we're talking about a very nice neighborhood. Y'all see these houses, right? I mean, it's mind-blowing. So let's see what the FBI has to say here.
I just heard a lot of shots going off and people running to the front. I heard a lot of people got shot, you know. I ain't never seen nothing like this. It was like a movie.
That was a witness describing to WBTV what was going through his mind during that mass shooting in Catawba County.
And now the FBI is offering a reward of up to $15,000 for information leading to the identity and arrest of the suspect or suspects involved. Investigators say it happened at a home near the Mountain View community in Catawba County, south of Hickory. The details of what happened are still being investigated. But according to the Catawba County Sheriff, at least 12 people were shot or injured. Authorities say 58-year-old Sean Hood of Lenore was killed. Our Jason Puckett is live out at Walnut Acres Drive in Mountain View. That's just south of Hickory.
That's where the shooting happened. Jason, what's the latest on this investigation?
Well, Alex and I, as you mentioned there, the latest push right now from law enforcement is to get any details sent to them by people who might have witnessed this. As you mentioned now, a $15,000 reward for any information that might lead to an identification or arrest of a suspect. I'm going to step out of the way here so you can see, though, this is still a very active scene here, more than 24 hours later at this point, as sheriff crews are still out here continuing to investigate what happened out here. Again, the FBI now launching an official tip line, asking for photos and videos of the shooting at this point. They say even though they've interviewed at least 70 people so far, they have not identified a suspect. They do at this point believe multiple shooters were involved and fired into the partygoers there early Sunday morning. Law enforcement emphasizing the importance of witness testimony yesterday and the difficulties they've had in gathering it so far.
In circumstances where there's a large gathering of people that have come for some common event like a party, nobody lives here, no one's local to here, they all leave. We're trying to track those people down, and it has been difficult to find those people and to encourage people that might not have the inclination to be truthful to otherwise help us out in this investigation.
Now, we did check that tip line. You can find a link to it on our website. It does allow you to submit information, photos, video anonymously if you choose to do so. There again, FBI, local law enforcement asking anyone with details to send it so they can help track down those suspects sooner. Right now, though, we are still waiting to get an update on those other 11 victims who were shot or injured. We will, of course, bring you that information as soon as we have it. Now here live in Hickory, Jason Puckett, WBTV, on your side.
They interviewed 70 people, but they have not been able to establish the people that shot into the crowd. Are you kidding me right now? That is sus. Come on now. For real? You can't make this up. Somebody knows something. Somebody knows what went down. That's crazy. I hope that somebody will come forward with the truth. I just don't know about that. What y'all think? That's something, ain't it? I cannot even imagine.
Jason, thank you. WBTV is working to learn more about who was involved in that deadly shooting. We know Catawba County Schools released a statement saying the shooting happened in the part of the school district zone for Fred T. Ford High School, but it's not clear if any current or former students were involved.
Meanwhile, North Carolina Governor Josh Stein sharing his thoughts on the investigation. He posted a statement online saying he was, quote, heartbroken to learn about the mass shooting. He also mentions that he has spoken with Catawba County Sheriff Donald Brown to, quote, offer support to make sure the public is safe and the perpetrator is brought to justice.
Investigators are asking anyone with information about this incident to come forward. That's what Jason was just talking about. The FBI has that tip line open. Again, it's 1-800-CALL-FBI. You can also submit information and even photos or videos to a special website. You can find that link on WBTV.com/webextras.
And WBTV has posted all of the details on everything we know so far on this mass shooting on our website at WBTV.com. We will also post all of the updates we receive on this case throughout the day.
That's wild. I hope they're able to get some information about what's going on with that. Hey, Amy. Good to see you. Hey, Chris. Hey, babe. I'm glad you're finally home. He had to go help the neighbor with his AC that went out. I appreciate you coming in to chat, hun. So on that note, we have another crazy after party. All of these parties that are doing all of these things. This is the other update.
And thank you for joining us. First at 6, new details on Operation Last Stand, a months-long investigation that led to at least 80 arrests near Summerville.
Summerville, that is right outside of Charleston, South Carolina. That's just south of us. Probably, I don't know, babe. I don't know if you're still in here or not, but that's probably about 2.5 to 3 hours just south of us. This is very interesting. So they have been carrying out this Operation Last Stand, and this is a 80 served arrest warrants at a cartel after party. Yes, that's what I said. Cartel after party in South Carolina. Y'all, nowhere is safe in my state. I just want to let you know, if you come here to vacation, you got to keep your head on a swivel. Chris, that means you, because that's near you. So you better listen, you got to be hyper vigilant. So this is why I'm covering all these things. So let's get into it.
Stand, a months-long investigation that led to at least 80 arrests near Summerville yesterday.
The Charleston County Sheriff's Office led and Homeland Security investigations shut down the Alamo nightclub off Highway 78, a place they call home to repeated, dangerous, and illegal activity.
And Chris, do you know where the Alamo nightclub is? The Alamo nightclub? Tell me. Do you know where this is? Because I don't want to know. I've never seen it. I don't want to know where it is. But this is not good. I have some friends that live in Summerville, and I may have to call them and just make sure they're okay.
And our Claire Weber joins us now live from that scene this evening of the sting operation with more details on how this all unfolded. Claire?
Katie, Tessa, officials say there were more than 200 people at this nightclub early Sunday morning for what they call a, quote, cartel after party. Now, one person who was here tells me they had no idea this was an illegal establishment. Still today, all you'll find are closed signs and locked doors.
Hands up! If you're involved in illegal activity in Charleston County, I can assure you there's no place to hide.
A nearly 8-month-long operation coming to a head Sunday at the Alamo nightclub. Sheriff Carl Ritchie says what started as a history of noise complaints soon became much bigger.
We started noticing the assaults during the parking lot, maybe some of the different illegal activity that was going on that caused us to take a deeper look.
Around 3 a.m. Sunday, nearly 200 local, state, and federal officials served 116 arrest warrants to a total of 80 people. Homeland Security says more than 66 people arrested are in the U.S. illegally, some facing criminal charges.
This operation was not only about immigration enforcement, it was also about restoring order, removing threats from our streets, and ensuring the safety and well-being of Charleston area residents.
One resident as young as 13. Officials say 10 underage people.
Wait, did they just say there was a 13-year-old kid there? Are you kidding me right now? We got the cartel and a 13-year-old kid. Holy mackerel. Let me go back here just what? Oh, this is not good. We got the cartel at 3 a.m. Chris, y'all better hide your kids. You better stay in your house.
Removing threats from our streets and ensuring the safety and well-being of Charleston area residents.
One resident as young as 13. Officials say 10 underage people were removed from the establishment.
10 underage people were there. My gracious. Hey, Nonsense. Good to see you. Thanks for coming over.
A missing juvenile was found during the club raid, and possible trafficking victims.
Hold on. A missing juvenile was located. Praise the Lord that a missing juvenile. Trafficking. Let's go back. Wow. Double wow. These parents, y'all got to figure out what's going on. You've got to know where your kids are. If your kid is at a cartel after party at an establishment that is illegal, there's a situation. But also, if there was a missing juvenile, did the juvenile run away, or was the juvenile being trafficked? Because I do believe that's why we rewound. I do believe they said something about trafficking. So let's go back. We're going to listen to it now.
A missing juvenile was found during the club raid, and possible trafficking victims are now receiving support from the appropriate agencies.
Wow. This speaks to the deeply troubling conditions at this location.
The multi-agency operation also recovering firearms, cocaine, large sums of currency, and other unknown substances, something SLED says is only possible by working together at every level.
We will continue to do that, and there will be more operations like this as we continue to work to bring justice to those who have been victimized and to also bring those to justice.
At least 2 people arrested are reportedly tied to the Los Zetas and Tren de Aragua gangs, and one now in custody is wanted for murder in Honduras. Governor Henry McMaster blaming past federal policy.
This is what we are getting as a result of the lack of enforcement and the non-enforcement of the laws under the Biden administration.
While still praising state and local efforts to shut it down.
We got the right team to do it. And you're looking at that team right now.
Sheriff Ritchie says the Alamo is closed for good and facing multiple county code violations. The investigation is still ongoing, and officials expect more details to come from this in the future. Working for you live in Charleston County, Claire Weber, News 4.
And thank you for joining us. First, it's
unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, this is all right here in South Carolina. Yeah. Unbelievable. That's scary. And there's one guy that's wanted for murder in Honduras. My gracious, I don't even know what to even say about that. Okay, I was wondering if there was anything else on that particular one. Okay. All right, we'll go back over here. I just had to bring y'all the update about the Catawba mass shooting and the 80 arrest that happened at the cartel place. Chris, you better stay safe down there. Let me know if you hear anything else that's going on. I wanted to take a quick break to bring you the update about that because there is a lot of stuff that is popping off in the Carolinas. And that's why I say when it becomes warm outside, crime starts to go on the rise. These incidents with guns, fighting, people getting arrested, drugs, it just becomes off the chain. And if you are a parent, you need to know where your kids are at all times. Yeah, it's the heat just brings everything to maximum capacity. And we're just now in June. So it makes me nervous too, Chris. You know, it's not that some of us can't trust our kids because some of our kids are older, but you never know who your kids might be running around with. You know, not everybody is good. You know, it's not about trusting maybe your kids, but it's about whoever your kids might be friends with. Hey, let's go over to so-and-so's house. You know, or hey, there's a party, let's go over here. And then you end up at a cartel party. No. It's just not good. So I wanted to make sure to give you guys the updates. If you see something, say something. If you know something about anything in a crime that's happening like this, that's happening in my state, you can remain anonymous to be able to report those things. But if you want to stay safe in your community and you know something that's going on, you know, that's why it's very important because you could save. There was a kid there. There was people that were victims of trafficking. That's why sharing these missing faces are so important because you never know if one of these kids that we're sharing a flyer for is a victim of trafficking. That's why see something, say something is imperative in these situations. So we're going to share a few more flyers and I'm going to let y'all get on out of here. All right, my next flyer, this comes out of Colleton County, South Carolina. This is a missing person. This is actually an adult. This is Clayton Earl Lane, age 34. This missing person flyer was put out by Colleton County Sheriff's Office on June the 2nd of 2025. Clayton has brown eyes and brown hair. He's 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighs 180 pounds. He is a black male. He has a light brown complexion. He was last seen on May the 28th of 2025 at the Baymont Inn in Walterboro, South Carolina. If you have any information on the location of Mr. Lane, please contact the Colleton County Sheriff's Office at 549-2211, and that is case number 25-1830. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. 10 underage kids. Yeah. You just never know. You just never know. You could save a kid's life. Now, this next case was an Ashanti alert that went out earlier today, and I immediately went over and made a flyer, but they have been located safe. Praise God. This is Amber Marie Tibbetts. She was an Ashanti alert in North Carolina. This was out of Matthews, North Carolina. I don't know where Elizabeth is, but normally Elizabeth's in here. She might be watching another live stream. I figured she'd want to see this. This was off of Matthews Mint Hill Road. And this guy on the right was accused of abduction and kidnapping Amber. But apparently she was located safe, and I believe he was arrested. So I did get an update saying that she was located safe. So I just wanted to let everybody know that she was located. An Ashanti alert, that is a national communication that helps find missing adults. It's kind of like a voluntary program, Chris, that aims to bridge the gap between Amber Alerts for abducted children and Silver Alerts for missing seniors. It kind of targets people who are between 18 and 64 that may be under, that may meet like a certain qualification, like if it's focused on adults that are over 17 that are at risk, potentially either due to special needs, special circumstances, a suspected abduction, but not an Amber Alert because they are not children. And this young lady, I believe, let me go over here and see if I can find her information, and I can tell you more about that. Let me see here. This was out of Mooresville, North Carolina, and I believe, let me see here. Blah, 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 blah. She's 25. And they believe that Logan Calloway abducted her. He's 23. And, of course, that doesn't qualify for an Amber Alert because she's over the age of 17. So it basically is... It aims to fill the gap in missing persons alert for that don't cover adults because they're too old for Amber Alerts and they're too young for Silver Alerts, but that there is something that they have special needs or special circumstances or suspected abduction. They can qualify for what we call the Ashanti Alert in North Carolina. And I think there's other states that actually that uses that too. I think the Ashanti Alert Act of 2018 is when that was established by the U.S. Attorney General to establish a national communications network to facilitate the sharing of information and coordination among states and territories in locating missing adults with specific needs and information. And that was named after Ashanti Billy, a 19-year-old woman who disappeared in Virginia in 2017. So, hey, Ida Anthony, good to see you. Chatty, thank you for the 5. You're amazing. Thank you for all your hard work. Grab a treat on me. Well, today I ordered Puppy some treats and a new Squeaky, a new Stuffy. So, and that's all thanks to you, Chatty. And I told her that this is from Chatty. So thank you so much for keeping my dog occupied. I appreciate you so very much. Hey, we never like you, Betty and Brittany J, and Terry Lynn. We love you. Thank you. We love you too. You've never heard of it, but you think it's a great thing. I think so too. You know, that's where we have to fill in the gaps because they don't qualify for an Amber Alert. They don't qualify for a Silver Alert. But we have had some adults that have been abducted and unfortunately have been found deceased. You know, I mean, and she's beautiful. And look at this guy. Oh my gosh, scary. I'm just glad that she was found. When I got that update, I was so relieved. So relieved. And you can find that update on my YouTube community wall as well. I appreciate you, Chatty, and I know Harley appreciates you too so very much. She's enjoying that stuffy. Our next missing juvenile comes out of Davidson County, North Carolina. This is close to my parents. This is a missing juvenile, Kimberly Woods, 16 years old. She is a white female, missing from Lexington, North Carolina. She was last seen by her family on May the 28th of 2025. If you have any information about Kimberly's whereabouts, you can contact Detective D. Dennis at 336-242-2051. This case number is on the flyer here, and you can contact the Davidson County Sheriff's Office at 336-242-2105. Davidson County and that area up there is right on the I-85 corridor, and that is a huge area for trafficking. Unfortunately, it runs right down by Charlotte, North Carolina, right into South Carolina. So I do hope that she is going to be found safe. If you see this flyer for her, please share that out. I'll make sure to go over and check to see if we have any updates. But as of right now, that flyer went out 7 hours ago, and unfortunately, Kimberly is still actively missing at this time. So I'll bring you the latest updates. You can look for that on my YouTube community wall and on my Facebook. And I'll keep you guys posted on what's going on. Hey, NorCal Jim, good to see you. Summer break, hit that thumbs up. We're not quite on summer break, but almost. And this is Taha El-Zudi that was missing out of Apex, North Carolina. That's near Raleigh. And Taha was located safe. So I also wanted to bring you guys that update. This flyer was provided by the Aware Foundation of Virginia. And you guys can find a lot of the links to some of these places that share flyers and some of the links to the videos that I shared in this video, this live tonight, in the description of this video if you guys want to go check those out. The next flyer that I have is Caden Shelton. And Caden is missing out of Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And many of you know that's where the University of North Carolina of Chapel Hill is located. The Tar Heels. Caden Shelton is 15 years old and was last seen on Friday evening in the area of Formosa Lane. Caden is 5 feet 2 inches tall and weighs 180 pounds. Caden has dark brown hair and green eyes, and she was last seen wearing a black shirt with pink lettering, black shorts, and a pink backpack. If you have seen Caden Shelton, please contact the Chapel Hill Police Department at 919-968-2760, or you can call 911. Please share this out, all my North Carolina people, to help find Caden Shelton. I do hope she is located soon. I have not seen any current updates yet on her. There is a link to her missing persons. I actually found out about it through a link somebody shared with me, and I will share that in the chat if you want to go over there and check that out. And Shakaya Jones, age 17, she was missing out of Mooresville, North Carolina, and she was located safe. So I wanted to let you guys know that update. And next we have Khaleesi Gibson. She was last seen on May the 29th of 2025 near the Waynesville Recreational Center in Waynesville, North Carolina. She is 12 years old. She has brown hair and blue-gray eyes. She's 5 feet tall and weighs about 100 pounds. If you have any information or have seen Khaleesi Gibson, please contact Sergeant Paige Shell at 828-456-5363. And I don't think there's been an update on her either. I'll jump over here on the Waynesville Police Department just to make sure. Nope, she is still actively missing. That was posted 10 hours ago. So I made her a flyer. So if you see this flyer, please do share it out. Again, she's only 12 years old, guys. I know a lot of these pictures, I try to fine-tune them to get a clearer picture. This picture was pretty blurry. And I did ask them if they had a different photo, but unfortunately, this is the only one that is available. This next case is Lisbeth Ruiz Collin, and she's missing out of Greenville, South Carolina. Lisbeth has been missing since May 30th of 2025 at 12 p.m. She was last seen at her residence located on Ash Drive in Greenville. Lisbeth is 14 years old. She's 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighs 135 pounds. She has brown hair and brown eyes. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Lisbeth Ruiz Collin, please reach out to Greenville Sheriff's Office at 864-271-5210. Oh, and I just got an update about 2 minutes ago that Helgi Davis, if you remember, out of Chatham County, let me go back up here and see if I can find that flyer. I think he was missing near his school. Let's see if I can go back down here and find Helgi's flyer here. My goodness. I have so many flyers uploaded. I got to see if I can find it. Ah, here we go. Helgi Davis. According to this, he was just found safe. Thank goodness. He has been found safe. Oh, the other pic, Amy. Some of these pictures, you know, when I try to reach out to law enforcement, if the pictures aren't good, and a lot of times they'll tell me that's the only photograph that they have. Unfortunately. So, but I do understand. I do understand, Amy. Because I get kind of irritated that they don't share better photos, you know. I just try to work with them with what I've got. Sometimes it doesn't always happen. We do what we can. Okay, so let me go back down here where we were at. Okay, let's see here. And this is the little boy that I was shared on my community wall that was found with no parents. He was just found wandering the street by himself. And the police department, this was, I believe this was in Summerville, Chris, near you. Yeah, this was yesterday. This child was found wandering around Summerville yesterday evening around dusk with no adults. And it looks like he's 1 to 2 years old, near the Slate Apartments in the Nexton area of Summerville. And they were trying to locate parents or guardians. And then I did get an update that the parents and guardians had been located, but the investigation is ongoing. It does not say if he was returned to his parents or guardians at this time, but I will keep you guys posted on that. And that's what Lise had came in asking about. So the parents were located, but I don't know that he's been returned to them. They're probably doing an investigation with CPS, I'm sure. Because what was this child doing wandering around the apartment complex without his parents? Isn't he sweet? He's precious. This works my nerves when I see these children being neglected in this way. No child should be wandering around an apartment complex without their parents. The world is dangerous enough. All right, we just did Caden, and of course I wanted to bring you guys this update. I did post this on my YouTube community wall. Elisa Petrov, late last night, she walked into the Colorado Springs Police Department and identified herself as the South Jordan runaway that's been missing. Praise God. 3 men have been arrested that have been involved in some serious allegations of trafficking, engaging in Discord conversations. I cannot even share with you the things that were said in these calls and videos and text messages between Elisa and these men, these grown men who have girlfriends and wives. The things that they said they were going to do to her. And she basically begged them to kidnap her. Her parents have been so worried. And I know that SF Investigates was hired to help to search for her and see what information that he could find out. And I know her father, Nikolai, shared out that he was so very thankful that she walked into that police station. She was gone for almost 6 weeks, guys. So shout out to the Salt Lake City FBI and the South Jordan Police Department and everyone, including Jazz from Missing in America, who I know gave them a tremendous amount of support. We really appreciate Jazz and Missing in America Network for all that they do. But she has turned herself in and she is back home safe with her family. Thank goodness. But I know that one of the disturbing chats with men, like one of these men was like over 500 miles from her home. I mean, we're talking about seriously disturbing sexual chats. But the cops did say that she was in good health, but they have not yet determined how she got to the police station or if she was held against her will. But they are going to, look further into the investigation. But, 2 days after her final message to a 41-year-old man with whom she had been having a series of sexual conversations with, she did tell her, I guess, she left a message saying, "I'm running away. Please don't contact me." She had sent a message to an unnamed man from Utah that she met on Discord. We're talking about discussions with condoms, sex games, planning to meet in person. And listen, these messages were discovered on her iPad, which she left behind in her bedroom. Yes. I mean, and now I do know that one of the men, Mitchell, the guy that's 41 years old, he was arrested. He got charged with 5 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor, a second-degree felony, and enticement of a minor. And there were also 2 other men that were charged for communicating with Petroff before her disappearance, and that was William Glines, 37. He's in custody in Texas, and a second suspect, Matthew Menard, 35, of Florida, and he turned himself in on Wednesday night. It's just creepy. It's really, really crazy, but I'm so glad that she is safe, for sure. Yeah, same here. I know, Amy. I always go to the worst case scenario because I've seen it turn out that way in a lot of cases. Yeah, and I couldn't listen to it. I couldn't. But I appreciate Grizzly, covering it for sure. And that's why we share these flyers and we share these faces, because you never know what these kids are running from or what they are running to. You don't want to believe it's true, but this is a prime example. This is a prime example right here. Okay, we got just a few more, and I'm going to let y'all get out of here. This is Ariana Marie Anderson. The Gastonia Police Department is requesting the public's assistance in locating 16-year-old Ariana. She was last seen on May 27th of 2025. And again, this is not a good picture, but it is the only one Gastonia Police Department provided. At 7 in the morning, she got on the bus at school, but she never went in. Ariana is currently in DSS custody, but she may have left with a family member after getting off the school bus, and she never made it inside the school. If you have seen Ariana Marie Anderson, please call 911, or you can call the Gastonia Police Department at 704-876-6702. I hope they'll get better at getting some better pictures of these kids. And this is another case, 2 missing indigenous juveniles out of Lumberton, North Carolina. China Mason and Nevada Mason, they are sisters. They were located safe out of Robeson County, North Carolina. So I wanted to let you guys know about that. And also Scarlett Elisha Baxter. She was missing out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, and she was also located safe. Mr. Baxter actually reached out to me and thanked me for making this flyer. And you're welcome, Mr. Baxter. This is what we do. We just try to get the information out there to help bring these kids home, and I'm so glad that Scarlett made it home safe. We also have DeAndre Daniels that was missing out of Brunswick County, North Carolina, which is the next county up from me. And he was also located safe. Take care, Rubber Ramada. Appreciate you being here, love. Have a great Monday. And we still have missing. This is April. Let's see. Let's see. This is Felder. Let me look up real quick on this one to see if we have any updates on her. Because I don't think we have any updates. I don't know if she's still actively missing or not. The last I checked, she was still actively missing. This is Felicia Felder, reported missing April 28th of 2025. Last seen leaving her Santee residence off of Harvard Lane on April 17th of 2025. She was last seen wearing a red shirt, khaki capri pants, and black slides. We're asking if you have any information on her location to contact the Orangeburg County Sheriff's Office at 803-534-3550. And she is still actively missing. Great. Bentley Garrow has been located. That is wonderful. Thank you, Arctic. Bentley Garrow has been located. I will make sure to update that. Me too, Chris. I love getting the updates where they're located. This is Jordan Riley Renee Snyder, missing out of Simpsonville, South Carolina. The Greenville County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help in locating Jordan. She's 16 years old. She's a female that was last seen at a residence located on Whitworth Way in Simpsonville. And on May 16th at approximately 8 p.m. was the last time she was seen. Jordan's a white female. She stands at 5 feet 2 inches tall, weighs 100 pounds. She has brown hair and brown eyes. She was last seen in a red sweatshirt and blue jeans. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Jordan Snyder, please reach out to Greenville County Sheriff's Office at 864-271-5210, or you can call 911. Yeah, just saw he's been located. That's great. Me too, Amy. We also have Wesley Lazare missing out of Florence, South Carolina. He was last seen on May the 28th of 2025 on the bus leaving West Florence High School. If you have any information that could assist in locating Wesley, you can contact Sergeant Fry at mfry@cityofflorence.com, or you can call 843-665-3191. And this flyer is made by the True Crime Sisters, a voice for the voiceless. And then we also have Charles McLaughlin missing out of Florence, South Carolina as well. Charles was last seen on the 1st of June in the 400 block of South McQueen Street. If you have any information that can help locate Charles, please contact Lieutenant Corporal Murphy at cmurphy@cityofflorence.com, or you can call 843-665-3191. And this flyer is made by the True Crime Sisters, a voice for the voiceless as well. And that's all I've got for you guys today. It's been enough, hasn't it? Yeah, and listen, Arctic, you know that when we're going through cases, sometimes I'll go through NCMEC, and there's cases that don't even have pictures of the kids. Thank you, Nightbot. If you were gifted a membership to the Dutch Bus, welcome to the True Crime Fam. Don't forget to renew your membership at the end of the month to continue the perks. Appreciate that, Arctic. I appreciate y'all joining me. Don't forget to like or dislike. Please share this out. Let's get these faces into the algorithm. I just wanted to give you guys a quick rundown of what's been happening in the Carolinas and share some of these missing faces. I just looked on my Facebook and it looks like that we've got a bunch more people that have just went missing in North and South Carolina. So I've got to get busy. I've got to get some more flyers made. My dad fell again today and his nurse had to come out. She did call me today, and Dad kind of bruised up his shoulder. It's been a wild weekend for sure. So I've got to get back in touch. My sister is out of town, so I've got to contact her. The nurse is going to go by there and check on him first thing in the morning. So I've got to call my mom and make sure that she is settled in for the evening, and that Dad is okay. So I'm going to hop off here so I can check in on them to make sure all is well with them. I hope everybody has a great week. And we'll be back here soon to share some more information. We'll talk about some more cases going on in the Carolinas and share some more faces and flyers. Remember, if you see something, say something. It really helps these families. Behind every face on a flyer is a family that is hoping and waiting and praying for answers. And you can be a part of that mission to help bring them home by just sharing a missing flyer for that family. It really makes a difference. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. It's nonsense. It's a lot. Thank you, Amy. I appreciate y'all being here. Teamwork makes the dream work, and y'all just being here to support me getting these faces and information out. Really, it helps. It helps. And if you're catching this on the replay, I do appreciate y'all so much. If you leave me a comment to let me know that you're watching this on the replay, that means the world to me. Because just knowing that there's people out there that watch these on the replay to get the information out there, it helps me to know that we're doing something good in this community. So I hope everybody has an amazing week, and I'll be back very soon. We're going to do a giveaway. I'm going to get with Drifty to see if she can make up some true crime tumblers, and she will actually mail those tumblers directly to the winner. So you don't have to give me your address or anything like that. You can just go directly through Drifty. She'll make the tumbler and she'll ship it out directly to you. I do have a tumbler that I have here that we did on a giveaway that nobody claimed. So we're going to give that away. So we're going to be doing that again soon. And maybe we'll give away one of our bonfire shirts too. I think that would be really cool. I'm going to try to go live about an update on the Scott Spivey case. We still have more that we need to talk about. And I want to get with Shay. We're trying to nail down a time where she can come up, and AJ as well. So we can kind of walk back through everything and kind of size it down for everybody to kind of learn more about Tyler Doyle's case. We have a lot of people joining the Facebook group that are new to Tyler's case, that doesn't know a lot about what's going on. So we're probably going to be having a live stream in the next week or two, talking about Tyler's case, walking back some of the factual information so that new people that are joining the Facebook group that are just coming into Tyler's case can learn more about it. Because we do want to continue to share out that information about him, because Tyler is still actively missing and we don't have answers. So we're going to keep standing up for these families because the corruption is a serious problem in my state and in my county. And again, if you see something, say something. If you need a flyer, reach out to me, send me a picture with all of the information, and I'll be happy to make a flyer, no matter if they're in the Carolinas or if they're in another state. I'm always happy to help however I can. And I just appreciate you guys very much. So thanks so much for being here. I'm going to play you guys out on a little outro, and I'll see you guys around in the YouTube streets. So take care, everybody, and I hope everybody has a wonderful week. Bye, y'all.
With the echoes of the unheard cries, shining light where the shadow lies, connecting hearts across the spaces, searching for the nameless faces. Say something loud. Lift the lost up through the crowd. Travel far across the land. For every soul we will stand. From city streets to quiet towns, we chase the whispers all around. Through the stories left untold, we find the truth, we break the mold. See something, say something loud. Lift the lost up through the crowd. Travel far across the land. For every soul we will stand. From city streets to quiet towns, we chase the whispers all around. Through the stories left untold, we find the truth, we break the mold. See something, say something loud. Lift the lost up through the crowd. Travel far across the land. For every soul we will stand. Every step a chance to heal. Every word of truth to feel. We are one in this great fight, bringing darkness into light. See something, say something loud. Lift the lost up through the crowd. Travel far across the land. For every soul we will stand. We will Every step a chance to heal. Every word a truth to feel. We are one in this great fight, bringing darkness into light.